Okay guys, we got a lot of construction going on around here for some reason. They're supposed to put my storm cellar in. They were supposed to do it today, but they got canceled, so maybe next week. But anyway, what I want to cover today is the grip. Now, on my wedges, I have small grips. On all the rest of my clubs, I've got the DeChambeau extra large jumbo max grips, okay? Let's take the jumbo first. Here's how I grip the club. In my left hand, my left thumb will not extend out. Something happened, I tore something in there and it won't do this. So all I do with my left thumb is I just lay it on the shaft gently. I don't press down, there's no pressure at all on that thumb. I use a 10-finger grip, and I'll come in here with my right hand, okay? And what I will do, I'll get it in my fingers, and I will take my right thumb. See how my right thumb is? It's not running down the shaft or anything like that. It just lays over here like this, and it's just loose as a goose, okay? That's my grip. That's the grip that allows me to use my fingers, because my fingers are so dadgum strong and my wrists are so weak that's why I use my fingers. Okay, you can do, if you learn how to use your fingers, you can hit any shot in golf. All right, the same holds true with the wedge. It's the same thing. It's just smaller, okay? That's all it is. Okay, so that's the grip. Now, someone asked me, explain how I set up on my left side. Well, it's like walking, guys. When you take a step left, if you're a right-hander and you step, okay, you step with your left, all right? That's the same way that you set up. Now, what do I look for when I'm setting up like I'm walking? I don't walk up to it. I don't have to anymore, but I do. I walk up, but when I get on my left foot, you know that pad? Well, I'm not even gonna go into that. I'll even be more simpler. Is that a word? Sounds good. When I get on my left side, if you'll take your hand and feel right about where that pocket is, you'll feel your glute. And when you get on that left side or your lead foot, you will feel that glute tighten up. That's what you want to feel. So when it's tightened up, I'm there. Now, why do we set up on our left side? For a lot of reasons. If you're setting up on your left side and you stay on your left side, there is no way in God's green earth you're going to cast the club. You can't do it. That's one reason. The other reason is that in vertical balance golf, this is why I say I don't swing. If I'm set up on this left side and all I do, you know, we talk about the 45 and all that, forget the 45. You're gonna get there anyway if you're set up on that left side, because if you set up on that left side and just move, look what, you're already there. That's the motion to take away the club. That's all it is. You're already there. You got your butt in the corner. This is pointed that way. It's a done deal, okay? So don't think about, well, I've got to get this to 45 or I've got to get my butt to the corner. It's going there anyway, okay? As long as you keep that pressure on that lead foot, all right? You see what I'm saying? Now, this is the reason why I say I don't have any swing. When I'm set up, this is my vertebrae, okay? My spine. When I take the club back, that vertebrae does not do this. It's traveling in 3 dimensions, and all I'm doing is just moving it to a different position. That's all it is. I just move my vertebrae to a neutral position. And when I come right back to the ball, it's still in a neutral position. That's why I say there's no turning or twisting or swinging in my golf swing, okay? And I hope you guys kind of understand that, because if I just stand here boom, there's the vertebrae, and then I come through and it's all neutral. From start to finish, it's neutral. You'll never hurt your spine, okay? So I kind of hope that helped, guys, because don't start thinking about all these angles that you got to hit, 45 degrees, get the butt in the corner. I was explaining that to you guys to kind of help you understand. You're going to do it anyway. Now, on the fold unfold, this is very, very difficult to explain, but what it is when I sit up here and I move, all I got to do is fold my arm up. Look at where my butt's going, look at where this is going. I'm staying on this left side, okay? There's none of this and there's none of that. It's just stillness. And just bring it up like that. It's stillness. You got to feel like you're totally still when you're doing this through the whole motion, even coming back through the ball. Okay, I'm gonna talk a little bit more later in some more vids about what I think Lee's talking about as far as the pendulum. Okay, and I think it's got a lot to do with the lead wrist, not the wrist, but the lead thumb, what it does. It's got a lot to do with your slings. For me, from what I've learned from Lee and Joe, if you look up arm slings or arm lines, Joe talks about, you know, this part of the shoulder on a right-hander is very thick. Down here is not very thick, and then you go to your forearm and it's pretty thick. On the other side it's totally opposite. So what you're doing in the pendulum motion on this arm, on the lead arm, there's have I got this right? There's not very much here. There's a lot here and not very much here. So what you're trying to do is match up the top of your lead arm with the lower arm of your trail arm to work as a pendulum. That's what he's talking about. And if you work those two things together in unison, that's what the time and tempo and rhythm and all that stuff's about. And you can just, but you got to get it in your head that this is married to this if you're a right-hander, and they all got to move the same. They both got to move the same, like they're just glued together. They're not. They won't be glued together because you got your arms apart. But you got to kind of think that way. Okay, enough of that. There was a guy that came on. I watched a lot of YouTube.